Susanna?
Well, Joe, there was a time when David Cameron talked about hugging a hoodie. Today, Theresa May is very much talking about ways that she wants to get them in line. So as well as changing the ASBO system, she's talking about something called a community trigger, which basically means that if 5 people in the community complain about one individual, or if one person complains 3 times about the same individual, then the police are obliged to investigate. Well, I'm joined by Conservative MP Mark Reckless, who's on the Home Affairs Select Committee. Now, Mark, some people might look at this and think, well, police are already pretty overstretched. Should we really be giving them more work to do at a time when their budgets are cut?
I mean, this is a question about how you deploy your police, and I think a lot of members of the public sort of feel that often when they complain to authority, when they raise an issue, they hit a bit of a brick wall and nothing is done about it. And we had the tragic case of Fiona Pilkington. But what I think this is designed to do is that where someone repeatedly complains, or where you have a significant group of people in a community complaining about the same thing, then the police actually at least investigate and where they can deal with that issue.
But how do you regulate it? Because the Centre for Crime and Justice has talked about it potentially becoming a charter for bullies and snoops. How do we know that the person who's complaining several times is actually a genuine victim of crime?
Well, I think we leave that to the good sense of the neighbourhood officer on the spot, and also to the police and crime commissioners that we're going to be electing in November. And I look to them rather than the Home Office to oversee this system. And what we're trying to do is make the police more responsive. One, by ensuring the person who's in overall charge, who oversees the police, is directly elected by the public. But second, to ensure that there's a mechanism where people aren't getting their concerns dealt with, to actually ensure that the police actually listen and really at least investigate those concerns.
Now, the Police Federation have told me that they think it's a metaphorical handcuffs for police officers, that they're going to be forced to investigate situations which maybe, could be dealt with without police involvement. Arguments over the garden fence, for example.
Well, I mean, let me give you an example. In my area in Chatham in Kent, there was a problem of street prostitution, really, for centuries, and the police didn't really do much about it, made the odd arrest, but just accepted it was there. It was put in the too difficult box. But we then had a councillor, Craig McKinley, who actually ran for office saying he was going to deal with this problem. And he got the police and the council working together, and has actually almost eradicated the problem of street prostitution in Chatham. And I think that's what we want to see the political process doing, to ensure there's proper oversight and responsiveness from our police service.
Well, Mark Reckless, thank you very much for that. Now, the ASBOs are going to be replaced by something called a criminal behaviour order. So it will be a different name for something slightly different. Whether or not it makes a real difference to antisocial behaviour remains to be seen.
All right, Susanna, thank you very much.